Now, I said the key to coaching, I believe it's learning, because I think I keep a reminder on my wrist all the time, and I've been in this game longer than anybody's been here, trying to develop my ability to coach and teach. And it says, never stop learning, right on my wrist. Never stop learning. Why is that so important? Because if you don't keep learning, you don't keep improving as a basketball player and a coach, and you will not enjoy the ride. Learning is the key. We have the biggest dropout rate in youth basketball we have ever had. Kids are voluntarily dropping out of the sport. Why? Well, we did national surveys to find out why kids are dropping out of not only basketball but all sports. And they say two things. Number one, it's no fun. It's not fun. You gotta have fun. This is a sport. You should have fun. I call that laughing fun. You gotta bring that to your game. You gotta have fun. You know, one of my former players, Chris knows real well, is Don Meyer, who's given a lot of clinics up in this area. Now, Don Meyer couldn't be considered a fun guy, but he is a fun guy. You're around him, and his players have fun. I don't care what your personality is, but you got to bring some fun to the game. However you do it, doesn't make any difference, whether it's through the game's approach or whether it's through your coaching style or whether it's through your telling jokes or whatever it is. Kids want to have fun. The second reason kids are dropping out of basketball at record rates in this country is they say that they're not learning anything. Poor coaching. They put it right on us. Poor coaching. Now that tells us something. I believe the key is learning. The first part that every player has to get is it has to be laughing fun. You got to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, pretty soon you stop it. But the second part, the deeper part of coaching and learning is everyone is naturally curious. Everyone is naturally curious. If you're learning, it's fun. Anybody who is learning, any of these players, I can pick them out as I work with them in a little while, but as I see the ones that are improving from last year to this year, from last week to this week, they like it. If you're learning and you're growing, you know you're getting better, you're going to like it. So I believe coaching, from our standpoint, they got to have laughing fun and they got to have learning fun. They got to learn. So that means for us as coaches, your goal has to be what John Wooden told us years and years ago. Every adult in this world should aspire to become a master teacher. Should aspire to become a master teacher. And this is not a good story in coaching today. I've got a lot of my young coaches that I'm mentoring now, and I tell, okay, what are you majoring in? You want to be a coach, right? What are you majoring in? Oh, I'm majoring in business, because I got to have a backup plan. Oh, what's your primary plan? I don't care about your backup plan. How the hell are you going to coach? You're working on your backup plan, but you don't have a primary plan. So then the second one they do, they major in sport management. If you're going to be a coach, you're going to be a sport manager, huh? That'll really help you be a coach. No, the heart of coaching is aspiring to become a master teacher. The best players become a master teacher to each other. The best teams, we had the best team at Gonzaga University in the history of our school this year. 32-3. They taught each other a lot. They liked each other. They taught each other. They treated each other with respect, and we had great team chemistry. What a surprise. They were teaching each other. And our coaching staff generally is all in that mold, aspiring to become a master teacher. Now, what do you teach? Well, the most important thing you teach are the fundamental skills of basketball. Fundamentals. Fundamentals, fundamentals. But you also need to teach life lessons or team lessons. Team lessons. Now, we had a tragedy, national tragedy this week. Another one in Boston. What does that come from? The lack of a life lesson, and one I use for years and years in coaching, what I like is build a program around respect. I want you to, in our program this year, to have and grow in self-respect. You ought to feel better about yourself at the end of the next year than you do now. That's part of our job as you as players, me as a coach, is to help you develop self-respect. And then secondly, you got to develop respect for others. Unless you respect everyone on your team and treat them with respect, you're not going to have a good team. You got to build, your job is to build your own self-respect. That's your job. Build your confidence, develop and learn and learn and learn until you grow as a person, on and off the court. And then you got to help the team develop respect for each other. You got to treat each other with respect, and you got to build that up. Do you think that those terrorists in Boston have respect? They don't have respect for themselves, obviously, because they've just thrown their life away. They don't have respect for others because they showed that by killing innocent people, children and bystanders that were just at a sporting event. That's a life lesson. That's a fundamental of coaching. That's a fundamental of playing that we're not getting. So we've got to focus on those two things. The fundamentals of basketball, the fundamentals of coaching.